stuff. So.
She said we just gonna do.
We just, because look, I told you we need some intros and outros and stuff like that. So
You said some altos. You get them
what?
at church. Some altos, you get them at church.
Intro.
You said altos. Oh,
outros.
Outros.
Yes. So how are you doing, darling?
Doing great. Excellent. Okay. Sunday was off the chain. Huh?
I said I like to hear that.
Yeah, Sunday was off the chain. The wife joined the church yesterday. She's getting baptized.
Wait. Did I miss the wedding?
No. Hey, let me say it like this. The Bible says, hallelujah. It says, a man that findeth a wife, findeth a good thing.
Wow.
He findeth a girlfriend and he find a good thing. So what he's looking for, she should already be. You know what I'm saying? So she ain't a girlfriend. In the world, she's a girlfriend. But to me, she's already the wife. She just hasn't got the extra part of the title.
Look, I play my tambourine.
Hey, so she joined church yesterday, came up all I don't think she thought there was going to be that many people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It was packed.
Okay.
It was like packed. She's like, ooh. So it was great. It was great. It was really good. She was kind of, first time, you know what I'm saying? Been to church, but ain't been in the church. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. A lot of people go to the church, but they ain't part of the church. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of bench members.
Look. They like to warm that bench up.
Hey.
They like to keep the bench warm.
Everybody got their position.
They don't want to get off the bench and play in the game of life.
No, why? I mean, I've been doing this. This been fine for me.
I love it. Well, congratulations to her. Congratulations to you. I mean, I'm excited. I just need to know the color so I can pick up my outfit.
Oh, the color.
I just need to know the colors so I can pick up my outfit. Even if y'all are low, I still want to know the colors so I can pick up my outfit.
Okay. Lord have mercy. But yeah, it was a good day. Good day. Just blessings, on top of blessings. Got fed real good yesterday too. Woo!
Okay.
Macaroni and cheese, collard greens, beans, and pork chops.
I'm sorry. She cooked all this?
Oh, she is slam everything. Just not.
Love it.
All the way out the park. So you can't get mad with it. You like.
Look, I'm taking both tambourines.
She said, I'll get my plate first when we get married. I said, I understand that. I said, our son can be the king. He can be the king.
Love it.
So you ain't got no more players yet?
I don't have no more what?
Players in the vineyard?
We were talking about you.
Okay, yeah. But we always ask the question.
What's the question?
Are there any more chess players?
Chess is too complicated for me. I don't want no love life. That's
so. Is there any more? What you would say? Checkers.
I'm still winning.
Okay. Are you red or black?
I'm black and red.
Okay, black and red.
I'm the board. Yes. Move on me, baby. Let me know what you want me to be, baby. Ooh, You want to fly
saying
across the board and
king
queen
me,
me? You want to
king
jump
me,
over
queen
me?
me?
You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Okay,
I get you to stop asking me them damn direct questions.
It ain't even getting no fan. That's how bad it is.
No, but everything is good. Everything is good. I'm pretty sure you have a couple of topics that you would like to talk about, but I would like to lead, if that's okay,
oh,
sir.
No. We'll let you lead. We'll let you lead.
Yeah, thank you.
As long as we dance and I get to do the swirl and the,
No. When it comes to dancing, you can leave, but I'm just running the show. I'm sorry I keep picking my hair, y'all. I need to get it deep conditioned.
I've been picking with mine too.
I'm sorry, what? With your beard? With your beard?
With my hair.
Okay, we have an agreement. I will have the hair here, and you can have the hair here. There we go. Okay. That's the partnership.
Okay.
That'll work. Yeah, okay.
Well, they told me I need to shave. They told me I need to shave at the football game. My godfather, and I told him, I said, what, you just jealous because you can't grow none?
Look, you might need to ask the lady before you shave it now.
What she said I could shave it low, but I can't shave it off. I can't shave it off.
Because a lot of women like the beard game.
Well, they like the bald head.
Some women like the bald head. I'm just saying, just the same way we have to check with you guys before we alter something.
I already checked. She said, long as the head is shaved, she's fine.
Okay.
But I like it. But people are just not used to it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's thick, it's grayer.
Because in our generation, wearing the beard was not as accepted or looked upon as something nice. You want that clean. You supposed to be that clean cut guy. But now we're embracing the beard to be that suave look, that debonair look. I mean, I've always loved hair, so I'm glad to see other people coming around to my side of the world, because it not just look good, but it also feels good, and we'll talk about that later. But I'm
you
just saying,
sips of that. Get another sip so you.
I be trying to censor myself. I try my best. But go ahead and do the intro.
What's up? What is up? Good evening, good morning, good night, whatever you want to call it. You are on the show called In Between Your Lives. Not in between what Bella always said, but we'll get to that one day too. But we ain't gonna allow. We're thankful, grateful, excited beyond measure for you coming in, coming on, coming out, tuning in, sharing, liking, all that good stuff. We are grateful, thankful, excited that you and we and us have been given another day. That's a beautiful thing. I don't care what happens. Today has been such a great day. And what I will tell you today on this one, you are still chosen. You are still chosen. I don't care what you've done. I don't care what you keep doing, but you are still chosen. Whatever God got in store for you is still up to you to do. So guess what? You're chosen. That's what I'm telling you today. Don't run. Don't tune off. Don't click off, because you know better that you are chosen for a time as this. So guess what? Embrace. Get your clothes ready. Get your mind ready. Get your heart ready. And get your spirit ready. All right. Good evening. Hello, Pastor. How are you doing? I get so excited when I think about what God has done in our show, for our show, for the people that have branched off, the people that have come on, the people that are thinking about coming on. We're grateful and thankful. So thank you for the 2 million people that keep subscribing, and all the other people that keep saying, hey, I would like to check y'all out. I would like to see where y'all gonna be. Are y'all gonna be in Louisville? Are y'all gonna be in Georgia? Are y'all gonna be in South Carolina? Y'all gonna be in California? Where y'all gonna be this month?
We're gonna be wherever they want us to be.
Hallelujah. So we thank you. Good evening, Parsha. Welcome. She is I Am Parsha.
I am Harsha.
She
That's
is.
what my mama calls me.
That's what she said. So we love you. God bless you. Thank God for you being on tonight. Thank God for the rain that you got down there in South Carolina.
Man, you can have it all up.
All I'm saying is that sometimes
my boys can't even go fishing, and so everywhere they go fishing is flooded. So, Lord, I thank you for the abundance. I thank you for the overflow. But can you redirect that to somebody else, please? Because we good. We're good.
This is the way the show gonna be. We getting that overflow. The overflow, that overabundance, so that we can share with somebody else.
Hey, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm all
that's
for it.
What we need. So it's in your hands.
Well, I just wanted to talk a little. Hopefully, this will be fun because we've been talking about some subjects that are really deep. Some subjects that make you want to go home and look at your person and be like, do I keep you or do I throw you back?
Right.
Hopefully, tonight's questions and topic is fun. Let's say that. So, I've already expressed, and I want to remind everybody that's watching. We're inviting you to go in the comments, share your experiences, ask your questions. Even if this is something that we air and you comment 2 months later, hopefully we can catch a comment and respond back. But just let us know what you feel, who you are, what's going on in your life. So as we ask these questions, it's not just us telling you our business. We want to know your business too. We do.
But you ain't got no business. Because if you told one person everybody, then your business out in the street. So just leave it at that. Bless God.
So my husband died in 2015. And so maybe about 4 years-ish, I have been open to dating. Okay. Open to another relationship. I don't want to say dating. But to get to that relationship, you got to date. So I just wanted to talk about some of our experiences. And it doesn't have to be the recent ones. It could be dating from when you was in high school or in your young 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever. It can be whenever it fits.
Your 20s? How long ago was that?
Excuse me, sir.
You said dating in your 20s?
It was just over there around the corner. I can remember my 20s. I can remember. So if it's close enough to remember, it ain't far enough away.
Can you?
I can. Oh yeah. I
believe it. I believe it.
My 20s, honey. Yes,
I believe it. I bet you did.
Sure.
I bet you did.
Anyway, so I wanted to talk about what some of our best dates were and some of our worst dates. Now, from a man's perspective, I am really interested in learning, do you guys even want to create the experience of a date? Is that important to you? And if the date itself, not, just the rigmarole of dating, but when you finally set up a date, in your mind, what are the minimums, the maximums that you would love for us women to accept? Because I know we have a list of standards and expectations. It could be the same as you guys, but I doubt it. It could be different. So tonight I want to talk about the different dates we've had, our best dates, our worst dates, our fun dates, our hard dates, the planning of them, the thoughts of dates, and that kind of stuff. So that's why I said hopefully this is a funner conversation to have versus some of our serious more topics and shows. So, sir, put you in the hot seat. So, what was the, I guess, best date that you've ever planned and invited someone to go on?
Best?
Yeah. Hot seat.
The best date? Good Lord. I mean,
it takes you too long to respond, dear brother.
I know. I've had a lot of best ones. I've had a lot of good ones.
Go ahead and start talking about them. Start talking about them.
I guess one of my best dates was taking out my wife passed away, I think just the best date for me, I was more spontaneous. We would just get in the car, and I would call, say, "Hey, we're going out at a certain day, certain time. I'll be to pick you up." And my biggest thing is that I don't know about. I never really wanted to you know what I'm saying, overachieve in a sense, spend more money than I had in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? You know, because men be like, "Oh, well, we can go anywhere. You can buy it." You'd be like, "You a lie."
Exactly.
Can we go Dutch on this one? You know, on the. I'm just laughing and tell you because some men be like, you know, girl, but my dates to me have always been just the spontaneous. We get in the car and we just go, and well, we're going to go get something to eat. Maybe it's a place that they've never ate at, and not saying some of the young ladies that I've dated or that I dated with when I dated my wife that passed away, she was not used to having the door open for her. Like I always tell you, she wasn't used to a man catering to her. She wasn't used to a man paying for stuff because on her dates, she always paid. She was always driving. You know, so it was different for her to be like, "Hey, and she was the type with me. It was like, well, I don't want to eat in front of you.
Mm-hmm. She didn't want to eat in front of you?
No, because you know it's the first date, and you know I don't. You know, I'm gonna get a salad. Girl, you better go and get what you're gonna get. So you know, eat your salad. You know, be real nice and cute and petite. All that good stuff. That's fine with me.
Wait. She ordered a salad.
Well, we ordered dinner, but she wasn't one of those ones that wanted to spend that much because she wasn't used to the man paying.
Okay, but did you okay, how did you respond to that?
I told her she could buy whatever I told her she get whatever she wanted.
Oh, okay.
So but when you're not used to that, you try to not, you know, you're hesitant, you know, and that. And most of mine I liked driving around at night looking at the beautiful houses and dreaming about what we're going to get and what we can get and what we should expect and everything. And, you know, just the time of being in the car to me is the best day. Being in the car and just relaxing and just, if we don't talk and we're just vibing, holding hands, you know, might be, you know, rubbing my head, you know, whatever the situation, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying.
You like it when she rub your head.
Yeah, so you never know. So with her, she was so laid back. She didn't know, she was kind of timid. And that was a beautiful thing. So all my dates I don't know if they've been planned. Okay. In a sense, mine has always been just, hey, we're going out. And where you want to go? Well, where you want to go? No, where you want to eat? I picked last time. Well, good luck. Okay, we're going. Well, you know, that's some of them other dates. You know, you'd be like, well, I picked last time. Okay, well, let's go. Well, I don't want to go there. So where you want to go? Well, I don't know. I don't care. You know, I don't.
But you would suggest something, and they'd be like, no, they don't want to go there. But then when you ask them, well, where do you want to go? They don't have a clue where they want to go.
So you get confused. You know you took enough money out the bank. You know you got at least a half a credit card left. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know you got your other clothes in the back in case you got to wash dishes. You know what I'm saying? Pick up, you know, but
stop it.
Hey, I just tell you, I'd be like, baby, how much? Okay, wait a minute. So all my dates, I'm gonna say it, most of my dates have been great. And I think because I start out with a compassionate and joyous attitude, a peaceful attitude, to where a woman, if we're going out, she can just be herself and be relaxed and not have to worry about, oh well, what is he going to say? What she's going to, you know, how's he going to act if I act like this? So most of my dates have been planned, but they haven't. And then it's just been spontaneous. Let's go to the park. Let's go walk in the woods. You know, let's just go enjoy each other. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy each other. And you know, when you do that, it's just like, wow, you know, I really enjoyed this. Because one of my dates, I took out, we went to eat and did the food stuff. And I said, hey, we're going to the park. They was like, to the park? And I said, yeah, we're gonna go to Saunders Springs. And we went to Saunders Springs. And the only thing is that she had some high shoes on.
Okay.
So my thing now is if we go out, make sure you pack some low shoes.
Exactly.
Or some tennis shoes in the back. Yeah. So that it's just nature. I'm a nature guy. I like the water. I like just being close to them and enjoying them and getting to understand what they like. So as a man, I would say a good date is when it's all over. You get the hug, you get the kiss, you get the thank you, and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? That's always been a good day. When you get the other date and they're like, well, you know, it is, you know, it was fine. It was fine. Hey, did. Oh, okay. I mean, because, and I guess you don't want to date where there's complaints all the, you know, you go through.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You take somebody out, and I took one out, and I mean, it was crazy from the start. It was crazy from the start.
What happened?
Let me get there. Like, okay, so I called the person, said, hey, you know, I'll be off at a certain time, blah, blah, blah. Be ready. You know, we're going to meet this first date. We're going to go, because let's go to Waffle House. We're going to do like, whatever, brunch, however you want to call it. Something just subtle so we can get to know each other. And I call, they don't answer. So I'm like, okay, I'm coming from the job, coming up the road, like, hey, you know, blah, blah, blah. Leave a message. So they call me. I'm halfway. I go to the place, call. They don't answer.
I mean, you go to where y'all are supposed to meet for this date, and they're not answering their phone.
They're not there.
They're not there, and they're not answering their phone.
Right. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm leaving, because I'm sitting there. I'm leaving. And they're like,
how long did you give them before you pulled out?
About 25 minutes.
Oh, you good. Yeah, you
about 15 to 25. And I just sat there. And then I was like, nah, you know, I'm going to the crib, relax, I got stuff to do. So I was like, they called me back. Where you at? So I'm on my way home.
Exactly.
Oh, what you mean? You're on your way? I thought we was going out. I said, yeah, I told you that I was coming from Shepherdsville. I was going to be blah, 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 blah. I'll call you when I get to the plot. Well, I left my phone in the car. I said, okay. So I'm like, usually if I'm running in the house, I usually grab my phone. Even if I'm running into the house. That's what they said. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, I'm going home. Well, I was looking forward to this. And I said, okay. I said, but we'll have to do it. So you're just gonna, I said, I'm halfway home.
You was over 30 minutes late, boo. No communication or nothing. You
no
missed out.
Text, no nothing. So, exactly. You know, so probably, like I said, 20 in the mix. So I'm like, you didn't. So I'm on my way home. They live like close to me, like close to me. So I'm like, they're like, well, you know, I said, I'm on my way to the house. Well, you know, can we please go back? Blah, blah, blah. I said, look.
Did she at least give an explanation of why she was late?
No, she just said that she had ran in the house. She had went and done some stuff. She ran in the house. She left her phone in the car. And I said, I told you that we were going to be at this certain time. Well,
Exactly.
her thing was she didn't know how long it took for me to get from Shepherdsville to here. And I said,
did you say to meet you at the spot at a certain time?
At a certain time.
Well, then that excuse doesn't work.
Right. So if you're supposed to be there at that certain time, and
you're supposed
saying,
to be there at 6 o'clock, you're supposed to be there at 5:55, 5:45, 6 o'clock.
So I'm like, okay, cool. So she's like, please, I was looking forward to this. And I said, okay. I'm gonna go home and change, and I'll meet you there. So I come home and change. We pass, like what they call boats in the night.
Two strangers in the middle of the night. Yeah.
We pass. I look at her. I get there.
Did she see you?
Yeah, we like I'm saying, we passed.
Okay.
I'm pulling in. She pulling out. So she gets to the place.
Wait. You communicate with her after she was late. You're gonna go home because you're already close to home by the time she called you.
Yeah.
So you're gonna run in the house, change, and you'll be right back.
Yeah.
As you are pulling in, she's pulling out, and she keeps pulling out.
Yeah, she's supposed to meet me there because we weren't driving 2 cars. Yeah. We were driving 1. So she calls me after she gets there because I had to change, and you got lights, 3-4 lights before you get. Are you still coming? I said, I'm on my way. So I get through the light.
Now she resting you.
Yeah. So I get there, and she's like, well, I'm sorry that you're upset. I said, you know what? I'm tired. I'm worn out. I wanted to be, spend some time with you, do dinner, but I forgot my phone in the car. And I said, okay. I said, but that doesn't, you ain't got to be like that. And I said, because we can do it. I told her, I said, we can do this another time.
Exactly.
We can do it another time. I said, there's always going to be other times, but I was looking for it. So we get in there, we sit down, then they get upset about the light, the sun beaming down. So we move from one place to another place to another place. So they got to bring the shade down. And then, we're sitting there. And it was already the date was already gone. You know what I'm saying? Already lost. And we sit down, and then they start discussing about one of their friends that did them wrong. And I'm like, nobody cares about,
I'm
what
already
happened.
Frustrated that you had me late. I'm already frustrated that you came late. You got me come back out here. I don't want to hear nothing negative, Nancy.
Right.
And her crew.
So we got to do this. So, she gets her food, I get my food. Sometimes if it's just a cordial thing, sometimes you go Dutch because you're like, hold on, But as I always do, I always pay. I usually try to take care of whatever. Then what needs to be done, and then, I'm just like, and she's like, well, you didn't have to be so upset. I said, time is time. Told you this.
And time is our most precious commodity.
Yeah.
Our precious currency.
And then after that, we get done. I pay. She's like, hey, I got some stuff that I need to get my fire stick fixed or whatever. Roku, what, blah, blah, blah. You mind coming by checking it out? I said, today? Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm trying to get this channel and that channel. I'm like, yeah. So instead of me pulling over to her place, I parked my car here. So I just walked over. She was like, well, why didn't you do it? Because I'm just trying to get.
Exactly.
And it's been, I guess it's weird when a person's been trying to get at you for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then they finally get the chance, but then everything's kind of off. And it's
yeah. Yeah. You're trying to force something that shouldn't be.
Yeah. So, I mean, being friends are great. You're a beautiful person, this and that, but, maybe that not my cup of tea. So
Look,
that one was just, it was a doozy.
It was painful to listen to. So I can imagine the discomfort to actually go through that. Because my whole thing is, when someone sets up a date for me, now I'm not the most punctual person in the world. I'm not. But because I know that I'm not, I be setting all kind of alarms. I let my boys know, hey, I need to be out the house by this time, blah, 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 so that I can be, especially if you don't know me. I want to try to give you the better. Now, once you get used to me, then that's just part of who I am. So for me, I had a date where he told me what time to be there, and I already knew an hour in advance I was going to be late. So when I knew I was going to be late, I called him and I let him know, hey, I know you said, and this was like a whole hour and a half before we were supposed to meet. And he was like, I appreciate you not waiting till the last minute. He says, but you should. I said, I promise you, I'm going to be there, but I'm going to be 30 minutes late. He said, okay, that's weird, but cool. All right. So, and I got there 30 minutes late, but that was our new time. So I got on time for the new time. And so, we're just, and this was my first time ever talking to him, or, not talking to him, but going on a date with him and stuff. And so he was like, well, he appreciated me calling. And then he appreciated, I did text him when I was on my way, which was like a 20-minute window, So even though I was technically late from the original time, me communicating that the whole time let him know, I wasn't going to stand him up. I appreciated his time. If he needed to do something else in my little 30-minute window, you know what I'm saying? Just to give him that consideration. So, of course, I get that and I apologize, for being late, but I also, thankful, being considerate and still wanting to meet. And we had a great day, wonderful day. But a lot of people don't look at what the other person or the value of the other person's time, and to give those updates as needed. Right. So not just that date, but at the end of the day, when y'all go your separate ways, do you are you concerned if they got home safely, or is it just the date over and you do what you do until I talk to you in 2 or 3 days?
Mine is usually we're usually most of the time I'm in the same car, or I'll go pick them up. Just depending on how they feel about it, you know what I'm saying? If it's a first date, maybe we might meet, but the second date and stuff like that is different. And I think that one of my other greater ones, but mine is always call me, text me. I need that. I don't care what time it is, if we're, I don't care. I need to know, even if this is our only and last, whatever, I need to know you got a home.
It's
I need to know that you're safe, and I need to know that you're all right. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time, my dates, we don't drink, but, there's been times where my date has decided, and they're like, I'm like, you're not going home. Well, you're going to stay right here on the couch. I'll be in the bedroom. I'll meet you. I'll wake up, and if I need to wake you up, or I'll take you home, and then when you get up, we'll come get your car. But I never want somebody to ever feel like they weren't appreciated for the date.
Yeah. You know so what needs to be said or done for you to feel that appreciation? Because a lot of women, we feel so what's the word I'm looking for? It's not
you gonna say entitled?
Entitled. Yes. We feel so entitled when it comes to the asking and the setting up, and we forget to show and say the thank yous. So when you go through the effort of thinking about the actions of the date and the planning of the date and taking care of the cost of the date and just the mannerism of how the date flows, what's a way that means something to you for a person to say and show thank you outside of just saying thank you?
But I always feel the hug and that peck on the cheek, whatever. But if you get the peck on the lips, it's a whole different story. It's a real thing. It is. It's like appreciate it. Well, hold on. If you get a tongue, that's a whole hundred.
Oh, that's a whole other conversation.
So, but as we were still talking about like dates, great dates. My beautiful lady that I'm with now, Waffle House was just a great thing for her, just to talk. And she'd be like, "I'm looking terrible," and I don't care. I just need to know. I want to get to know you. I want to get to know who you are. Let's coffee. You know, you want something? No, I'm good. But let me get something.
You know what? You gonna get enough of mimicking people's voices.
Let me get something. let me get something. And then you like, oh, that tastes good. I know it tastes good. Do you want something? No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. What do you mean you're good?
So you don't like when people taste off your plate or share your food?
God, you should have shared the food that I was gonna buy for you. That's what you should have did.
Okay, I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. If you want something on the menu and you've not been given a budget that you can't get that, get whatever you want on the menu. However, if you have something on your plate or my date has something on their plate and I haven't tasted before, or it's something that is delicious, but I just wanted this other dish, I'm going to ask for a bite or two. If the person doesn't offer it.
It's in the unwritten plan. It's in the unwritten book.
But I don't see that as wrong because I'm going to offer you.
But guess what? You knew that you hadn't had anything.
Wait. We had a steakhouse. I love steak.
Okay.
So I order, not porterhouse. I order the prime rib. But you order the ribeye with the bone in it.
Yeah.
And I just want to taste it.
Why?
Because I didn't want to order the ribeye. I wanted to order the porterhouse, not the porterhouse, the prime rib. But if you order that ribeye with the bone, I know that thing gonna be good. I know it's gonna be good.
But why? But you know it's gonna be good. So why did you order that on your side?
Because I wanted the prime rib.
Okay, but you want to taste mine.
And so if you want to order the prime rib and I order the ribeye, then I'm gonna want to taste your prime rib.
So what you saying? We can't win?
No, in certain situations. Now, if you order chicken, I ain't gonna ask that. You can have your chicken. I'm not gonna ask to taste chicken.
You don't take no chicken?
I'm so tired of chicken.
I love chicken.
And most people do. And yes, I am black. Do not reject my black card, but I'm so tired of chicken.
It's in the safe. You ain't even got a combination.
But I'm just saying, yeah. So if you
it
don't
used to be
want
000, I didn't change all of it.
If you don't want me to ask for a taste, order chicken.
But what I'm saying is that regardless, you know, a man always knows. We do. Mm-hmm. But see, when it comes on the other foot, let's say we have both the same thing, but I still want to taste of yours, right? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the only way that would make sense to me. Wait. The only way that would make sense to me is if we both got the ribeye with the bone in, and I like my ribeye medium.
Okay.
It ain't moving, but it ain't all the way dead either. But you got yours medium well or well. Okay. And it's been a while since I've had mine, cooked like that. And it's just a little piece over there looking really nice and juicy.
Okay, well, why are you looking at it?
Because I'm looking at you. I'm looking at your food.
No, you're supposed to be looking at your food. You're supposed to be looking at me.
I'm looking at my food, your face, everything.
No, you ain't supposed to be looking at the food. You're supposed to be looking at me.
That's supposed to be like this?
Yes. And then you look up at me after you're done and after I'm done. And then we fine.
Well, then whoever see these, don't ask me to go out with y'all.
So, I mean, it's like me and my lady go to the Mexican restaurant, and I just want to taste her just because. just because she always want to taste my stuff.
Okay. Excuse me.
And I be looking like I know she's not gonna finish it. But she'll be like, I'm gonna take it home. Well, guess what? Let me have one. Well, why you already got to say it doesn't matter.
I don't believe she does that.
Doesn't matter.
I don't believe she does that. I believe if you say you want to taste something, she gonna let you taste it.
No, she like this. What? She like, what? You better. She said, it's the same thing you got. It doesn't matter.
No, I don't believe that. You're not gonna do that to her on this show.
You're gonna find out. You're gonna find out when you get the answer.
Look, I do not believe that she would do that.
Because the last time we went, I said, hey, she was like, why are you trying to taste my? I said, because you ain't gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish it tomorrow. We talking about tonight. But this time we did taco salad. I think I did the mixing.
You just wanted to taste, or you wanted to eat the rest of her food that she wanted to eat?
No, I just took, because she does like the steak.
Yeah.
The fajitas.
Yeah.
I just got, why are you taking mine? I said, because. She's like, I said, because you're not going to eat all, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I said, okay. So with my stuff, she wants to taste it. We had ice cream over in Indiana. Mine was looking delicious. She just had strawberry.
Ain't no wrong strawberry.
No, she had strawberry. But look, mine was delicious. Mine had all kinds of different things in it. Had a little bit of almond in it. That mug was on point.
Why
guess what? No, guess what? No, look, and guess what happened? Guess what? You wanted strawberry. But guess what? Mine was looking good. Can I get a taste? Why?
You know why? Why? Yeah, I think God keep choking me when I'm trying to defend her.
But guess what? She got a taster. And she's like, ooh, that is so good. I said, don't judge the ice cream by the colors. Don't judge it. So guess what? She's like, yours is better than mine. I said, you sure is? And then by the time we got finished and walked back up the bridge, guess who? I was eating her ice cream because she couldn't eat all her.
Oh my goodness.
So.
Okay, so in the date. When you're having that full experience, and there might be something that your partner has that you haven't tasted, or your partner's doing that you haven't done.
Yes.
Okay, so it's okay to share that experience.
Here, taste this. Mm-hmm. Taste this. Check this out.
Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. I always want, if we're on a date and I have something completely different than yours, I want you to taste it. Because maybe next time when you come through, like I think it was Bourbon Street chicken or something like that we had. And I said, she's like, ooh, that's good. I said, that's sure is. So I said, so I want you to just get more experience, because not everybody does different things. Well, some people don't experience that. They're not like my friend Della that has experienced every food probably ever known to man.
Y'all don't listen to him. He is over exaggerating.
I'm talking about Della. I'm not talking about Parsha. I'm talking about Della. So I don't know how you got
things that she has not experienced in life.
I think she's experienced a whole lot.
She has, but there's still a lot of things to be left to.
But there's a whole lot that she's experienced. So
she has.
Did you eat this? Girl, I've had this about 5-10 times. Girl, I got to. Oh, girl, if he don't buy it, I'll buy it myself. See,
is something wrong with that?
No. So love it to life.
Okay, so since you hit on that subject, right? So I've had the conversation with someone when I was asking them to plan a date. So my whole thing is I like to go and do things. Now, when I'm asking you to plan a date, that means you are in control of the budget, the environment, how far, how close, the timing, all that. You are fully in control. So don't get mad at me if you overshot what you can actually do financially or physically or mentally.
Gotcha.
You in control. But I do that because I don't know you. I don't know your pockets. I don't know your likes. I don't know your dislikes. This is me being able to follow your lead, get to know you. And then as I'm experiencing it with you, you're getting to know me. That's how I think. So I've had someone was like, well, I don't normally do dates. I said, well, how do you get to know your people? Oh, we talk on the phone, and then yeah, we'll come together, but I don't do dates until after I know, we're sexually compatible. Interesting. I said, well, I don't normally do dates until I don't normally do sex until I know we're compatible in other areas of life. I said, yeah, I've done casual sex before. Yeah, I've had a one night stand for, of course, but that's not something I like to do, and that's not my thing. I said, so no problem. Didn't expect to hear from him no more. But in his head, because he had explained to me that he doesn't do dates until after you had sex, he thought that I was going to comply to that. So he's still texting and calling, and I'm just like, for what, bro? Because I'm not even feeling you like that. There's no connection to the point where I'm even giving that consideration because I don't know you enough to think about you like that.
Well, you said at the car lot, they give you the keys.
Uh-huh.
And they let you test drive it.
Uh-huh.
And even if you don't like it, you bring it back. And then you return the keys.
I'm not a car. I'm not a car.
Well, maybe that's what it's about.
I mean, everybody has a different method. I just let him know that his method wasn't in tune with my method.
It wasn't in tune with your method.
No, it was not. But then I've had someone else. They planned an extravagant date, beautiful date, wonderful date, and this person didn't say anything about the date. But I have male friends that I talk to, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is what's going on. This, whoop the other day, and one of my male friends that I shared that date information with was like, why you let him spend all that money on you? Because he wanted to. Because it was a very extravagant date. We did a lot of things in that dating scenario. He didn't complain. I didn't complain. I said and showed him thank you. I think we were both at peace. But so when I was excited telling my friend about the date, his comment was, why you let him spend all that money? I was like, huh? But me knowing this particular person, his comment didn't shock me because it takes him a while to save up to take somebody on a date. So I know him. I understand the situation. I know his mindset. Right. So I was like, hey, who about to stop the man for to treat me the way he treat me? And it fit my personality. We were doing the things. It was what he liked to do, but it turned out the same things I like to do. Right. Win-win. So then the ignorance came out of my friend's mouth, which this disappointed me. But I understand when he said it that this is how some men think. Well, if I didn't know you, I'd have said I would think you were just using him. And I said, what that mean? He said, well, I know you do that for yourself. Exactly. Damn right. I don't wait for someone else to take me to a concert or a weekend trip or on a cruise or, if I want to do it and the finances there, bye. I don't, so when someone wants to treat me how I treat myself, okay. But if that's not within your mindset, budget, or mannerism, don't judge, because we happy over here. We had a good day. Don't be hating. And the way he said it, he was hating. And I was just like, then you didn't even have to say it because you know me. And I've done that kind of stuff by myself or with my sisters or with my female friends. And so but that's I won't say a pet peeve I have with some women or some men. When they expect people to treat them better than they are willing to treat themselves.
Right.
And the reason I say willing is sometimes it's a financial thing. You would like to do this for yourself, but for whatever reason, you just have not been able to find the extra money to do it. But then there's some stuff you would never, if you had $1 million, do that, spend that kind of money on yourself, give that experience to yourself, but yet you expect somebody else to do that for you. That is the scenario I have a problem with.
Okay.
Because my whole thing is, I'm already happy. So when I'm in a relationship or looking forward to being in a relationship with somebody, I don't want that person to make me happy. I'm already happy. You can add to my happiness. You can experience the happiness with me, and I can experience the happiness. But I'm not dependent on you for my peace or my joy.
Right.
So in that same respect, if there's something I want to do, then I'll do it for, I will want to do it for myself, but I'm not going to be like, oh, I would never buy myself a $300 bag, but homeboy can. Well, then you don't deserve a $300 bag.
Right.
That, to me, doesn't make sense. To me, that's an imbalance. To me, that's the sense of entitlement that they're never going to show you the thank you and appreciation that you deserve, because they wouldn't even do this for themselves. They wouldn't treat themselves to a full day of spa treatments and relaxation and meditation at a retreat, but that's something they want you to pull out $2,000 to spend on them. Why? Because they can? No. So if you could, and if you had in your bank account, you still wouldn't choose to pull that out and do it for yourself. That's not cool. That's not cool. And so for me, in my experiences, I can plan a date. That's not an issue. And there are times that I will plan a date. If I love you, I done plan some dates for you. We done had some good times. I done treat you well. But I like, in the beginning of the relationship, for him to do that more so than me, because what I've learned in the past, if it starts off with me doing that, then the feedback later on is, but that was your thing. That, well, if you want to do that, then you got and so I've learned, and that's not with every personality, but just for those few personalities that I've had those conversations with, I'm like, you know what? Okay, cool, no problem. But when somebody's treating me wonderfully, and it's never like, oh, you did 3 days, I'm gonna do 2. It's never that. I just float my spirit, because a lot of people that love with me don't expect me to do nothing back except for just be me and enjoy. And I appreciate that. But I have to show and say thank you. And sometimes, okay, if you done took me to this restaurant, I had the best steak ever. Y'all know by now I love steak. I had the best steak ever. We did a massage the cows, and the cows listened to classical music. And I'm sitting there telling all my friends and family about this restaurant because my mind is blown, because food is just that beautifully in my mouth. Yes, you better believe I would plan some kind of thank you, sir, because that shit was about, and I'm right about that. You know what I'm saying? And even if it wasn't something like that extravagant experience, because it was less about the money, but more about the experience totally. But if you show me a great time, the best in your ability, I'm gonna show you thank you. I'm gonna say thank you. You're gonna feel in the moment, as you're treating me, as we're going through that, you're gonna feel that evening I'm in deep appreciation of the time being spent. I mean, I've had a wonderful day where we just went to the park and didn't spend a damn dime.
Right.
Maybe put some money in the meter to park the car. But outside of that, no. We had a bottle of water or cooler or whatever, and just strolling through the park, talking, sitting, walking, watching people, nature, just beautiful day. If I was a camper, I probably would have been okay with just putting a blanket down and sleeping under the moonlight. It was that wonderful of synergy of just being with that person and conversation and enjoying the elements. Wonderful. So for me, it's about the quality of what we're doing in time. Don't just plan something and I still get to know you. I appreciate the concert. I appreciate the play. I appreciate the comedy show. I appreciate the noisy dates. I appreciate them. But let's talk on the way going. Let's talk on the way coming back. Don't just have me sitting in a silent car looking cute. Because That's making me think, oh, you just after one thing. You don't want to get to know me. You showing me you got the bank account. You showing me you have access and ability. But if we're not conversating,
you said access?
Yeah, the access to do those kind of things. But we're not connecting on no other level. I'm not gonna be interested in a follow-up date. I don't care how much money you spend. Because I know all you want is ass. Well, that's what I'm gonna think. I could be wrong.
Right.
But that's what I'm gonna think. So I'm talk to me. So I have sons. And so I hear what my sons say about the dating world. And, I hear my guy friends say about the dating world. And I just, sometimes for those that are not planning most of the date, we need to hear the good and the bad and the ugly of those that are taking time out their budget and their time and their patience to plan that date for us and with us, because it ain't all about us.
Right.
It's about both of us coming together, Right. So when you were sharing that example about your girl, and she got there and she want to start gossip about her girlfriend, men don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that shit.
I didn't want to hear it.
Most of the time, we don't want to hear the negative stuff. You just left work. If you got kids, you just got rid of the kids, so you spend time with that person. Nobody wants to hear about the stressors of life. You can talk about your kids, talk about their accolades. So-and-so just won a game, this got an award at school, they got this scholarship, or they're doing beautiful in their art, or whatever. That kind of stuff people will hear about, especially on the first 1 to 3 days.
Right.
I mean, even for me being a prayer warrior, I'm saying this slowly. Yes, if there's something urgent in your life that you need prayer for, or you need to just get off your chest, that's cool. But if we're doing that most of the day, that's a counseling session. That's not a date.
You want your money?
No, you still owe me a date, bro. I ain't gonna charge you for this counseling session this time. But you can't count this as a date, because all we was lacking was a couch with a pillow, and the 2 hours you was talking to me, we was solving problems and getting through, some solutions. So I say that because I don't want people to be like, well, dang, you ain't walking to your call. I'm always walking to my calling, but there's a time to play. It's time to play. So if, like I said, there's certain pertinent, that's different. I put my personal break and do what, God needs to be done, of course. But if you're taking advantage of it in the wrong way, then I'm be like, all right, yeah, I remember we went out to eat, but that wasn't a date. Because remember we talked about your auntie them, and we prayed over your boo, your cousin them, what was going on at your job. Yeah, remember that? Yeah, so I don't know. That's me.
So I mean, even I think like with dating, I don't think planning is great. And I've gotten to a place now that I don't plan nothing. I don't. I'm in, and let me give it to you like this. I would rather have like a vision board or things to do, because every time to me, and that word might not, it's not a bad word, but to me, anytime you plan something, it don't always work out the way you want it.
Now, okay, so I agree with what you're saying in a sense. Like I hate scheduled sex. That I just don't understand. We gotta synchronize our watches and see what date. I can't get with that. I understand some people's lifestyles is what you got to do, but that just takes the romance out of it for me. I just can't. So when it comes to dating, I love that you now have the freedom, because I know you. So now that you just go with the flow, I love it. However, I'm not as spontaneous as I used to be.
Okay.
Because
I'll take that.
people, when I used to give people the freedom of the spontaneity, and I know I said that wrong, the dates wouldn't be as substantial or meaningful. Gotcha. And I started to feel like a come through or a potential come through, put it like that. And I'm just like, bro, I can sit at my house. I don't want to sit at your house. Or you pay for some tickets and I enjoyed the concert. The band played wonderful. But when we gonna do something intimate where you get to know me, I get to know you. So for me, and people get upset with me, I get fussed at all the time. Don't call me the day of to do something that night. Even if you are my dude, I will give him a hard time before I say yes. Because I'm like, bro, you come on now. No, that's not cool. And for me, because so many other elements in my life are unplanned, it's like, so it's when you just because you call and I sort of kind of like you, now I got juggle this other stuff. Come on, now, that's not fair. So I used to be so spontaneous. I used to be, just call me. I'm coming through. I'll show up. There's an event going. Hey, I'm pulling up 30 minutes later. I used to be like that. For whatever reason, I can't really pinpoint right now in the show, but I know I'm not like that anymore. I get people calling and texting me, hey, what you doing tonight? And it'd be 3 p.m. They about to get off work. They will know if I'm going to be busy at 7 or 8. Yep. What you doing? Nothing. I said, well, you can't schedule on the same day. Why not? I'm really like that.
You can't have same day dates.
I know that it's not the best way to be, but I guess because, like I said, I used to be so free, and people took advantage of that, and I would be sitting around waiting for them to figure out what we about to do, and that started pissing me off. So don't go book me. Don't book my time, and then you don't have a usage of my time. Don't do that. Because you booking to try to block. That's what you're doing. Whether it be a girlfriend or a guy friend, you booking, and I'm at your house waiting for us to decide what we about to do. And so calling and texting, but I'm already over here. Why are you doing that, babe? That ain't cool. That ain't right. So
that ain't cool?
No. Now if you dating, no. Now that's my boo, that's different.
Okay, so what you trying to say? The other one's trying to block?
I'm telling you, that's what was going on. I'm telling you, that's what it felt like was going on. Because you know, people walk behind you and look down. You looking at your phone, they looking over your shoulder. Just, here, you want to see what they here. You read the text yourself. I ain't got nothing to hide. But I mean, and then this is the thing. Like when I'm in a committed relationship and that person knows that he's my guy, don't get lazy. Don't get lazy with me. Because in those situations, I will be a little bit more spontaneous. Like I said, I might fuss if you call me at 3, you about to get off, and you want to do something. So I'm gonna fuss a little bit because I'm like, come on now, you.
Right.
And I still might show up at 7 or 8 to go do whatever with you. But don't get lazy to the point where we haven't gone out and done anything. We've been talking on the phone every day or video chat every blue moon. And Saturday come up. And you want to do something Saturday night. And I already got something planned. I might have something planned with my girlfriend, another guy friend, my kids, or by my damn self.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm not changing my plans because you decided to tell me about your auntie party at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, her party at 7 o'clock, and I'm already on my way to go do something else in the opposite direction.
But I need you.
You should have told me Thursday. You should have told me as soon as you decided to throw the party for your auntie.
Okay. That's true. True statement.
I mean, I've had another situation where, okay, you got something planned. I show up on time. But this family event supposed to start at 7. I show up at 6. Because if I'm part of the family, hey, what y'all need me to do? You need me to help set up some tables, put some food out, greet the door. What you need me to do? I'm not going to just sit there and be cute. I'm a worker in the family. And if you tell me I need, then I'll sit down. Okay, so I probably got to about 6:30. It's supposed to start at 7. It's 8:30 going on 9 o'clock. Y'all ain't get started yet? The guest of honor has not come through the door yet? 9 o'clock. I'm out.
But you got other plans?
I'm going home to go to bed.
Oh, okay.
I got here on time. I don't know what y'all got to do. And I know this sounds so terrible because the people that truly know my life, they think I got nothing to do all day long. I'm like Tommy with no job. But I have things that I do that are valuable to me in my life. So he's going to think, why you leaving so early? You ain't got nothing to do tomorrow. Yes, I do. Even me cleaning my bathroom and mopping my floor is on my to-do, and going to 1 or 2 doctor's appointments is on my to-do list. That's important to me. Because I've been here since 6 o'clock. Y'all supposed to get started at 7. It's 9 o'clock. And the food cold. Because your people ain't show up on time. Now, I'm not waiting around. And I've done that. And I was told I was wrong. But I had peace as I was driving away. I had peace when I texted, I got home safe. I had peace that next morning when they was like, you need to apologize. I had peace.
You said you had peace when you got in the car?
All the way home.
As you was driving?
Bouncing to my little music.
Got to the house, laid your head down.
Slept like a baby. So I'm like, even though that was something they paid for, playing all that stuff, all I had to do was show up, be cute. My time is still valuable. Don't have an attitude where, well, I'm your girl, I just need to wait it through with you. Well, none of this is making sense. Because we were literally just sitting around. No band was playing, nobody was playing games. We were just chit-chatting amongst the people at the tables nearby. And I'm not a chit-chatter.
Oh, God. Excuse me, I got to scratch the back.
You know,
see, that's what happens when you got to ask you back.
Well, I'm glad you got somebody to wash the middle of your back now.
Hey, so if you wash it, you get an ashy. You know what I'm saying? But see, I ain't got nobody to lotion it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You got somebody to lotion it.
But I get nervous. I get nervous.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So in your dates, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to touch on some of the dating perimeters because life continues to evolve. The dating scene continues to change. The last time I was taking applications for the minimum. Now, y'all, when I say that, I'm talking in jest. I don't literally have an application for somebody to fill out with their name, address, social, and stuff. I don't do that. Now, there are women I know that do. I don't do that. I ask questions.
So that's like an application?
No, I don't go down the list like, what's your name, what's your birthday? In my casual conversations, over a couple of conversations and days, I probably could fill out an application on your behalf because I asked the right questions in a casual way. However, when I say that, it's not me texting you and emailing you a link to fill out an application. I don't do that, even though I probably should, but I don't.
You can, so you can get the right ones, get the wrong ones, and
you can still lie on the application. The date profile is like an application. The motherfuckers be lying on that.
So you said they be lying?
I had a whole married man that responded to the last date nap that I was on.
You said a whole married?
A whole married man. And so I'm glad I do my little vetting process because homeboy was just in my little DM, having a good conversation. And we were sharing, I had shared my social media platforms. Cause like I said, I need you to know if you can deal with all of me. So then he shared one of his, but on that one, it had links to the other one. So I just clicked, hey. Now I noticed I kept seeing this little young baby, like a 2-year-old. And I don't really like dealing with men that got babies because the relationship with the mama is usually a little sensitive. You still might be dipping and diving in that ocean. Yeah. So now when the kid's a little older, the possibility that decreases somewhat, but the babies, that's still sensitive because you still going through the first walks to the first talks to the first potty train, first. So anyway, so I noticed this little baby in the picture, and on his profile he said he had, he had kids. But then I scrolled down to some other posts and pictures and stuff, and I saw a post that said "Happy 10th anniversary, holding it down, my beautiful wife." And this was like a post that was 2 months ago, not like 2 years ago. This is like a couple months ago, and I was like, "Wow."
That was his brother.
So no, she was ever been a woman. What? No mistaking, that was a woman in the picture with him.
No, I said that was his brother.
No, that was him.
Why he said happy anniversary to her.
No, that was him and his wife. So we texted, whatever. And so I said, hey, well, ask a question. He's like, I bet it is you want to find out when I'm going to see you. I was like, maybe, but before we get to that one, I'm married. And this will be the time of my life that I've been blocked.
He blocked you?
I could not respond anymore to that DM. The access to type and get a message to him, yeah, I was blocked. And then when I went to the profile, I couldn't get to the profile. I said, now, instead of answering the question honestly, you spent all this game. You gonna run because I busted you?
Yeah.
Why are you on a date now in the first place if you got a whole wife? And y'all not poly, y'all not swinging. You got a whole wife that you want me to cheat with you on. No, my side chick days have been over. I'm good. Yeah. That's yeah. Because he was planning some elaborate date and all this other stuff, and I was just like, whatever. So I just kept asking my little questions, and then I said, well, let me see your social media, blah blah. He's like, okay, cool, okay, yeah. But I mean, like I said, for me, the whole dating thing doesn't have to be about money. For me, it's all about the experience, the opportunity to get to know each other.
Yes.
As you're, learning who each other are, it's about what you like, what you don't like, the tolerance level. I can't stand somebody chew their mouth open, all that smacking and stuff. Can't stand it. Slurping from your straw, all that. No. I try to overlook that kind of stuff. Slurp? When your cup empty, you ain't got to slurp loud for the waitresses from 3 stations over to come and give you a refill.
That's the reason.
No, that's rude. You ain't got no manners. You wait for your waitress or waiter to come, and then you let them know if they haven't already seen that you won't eat. But slurping, no. And then don't be loud talking out in public. I don't need the other two. No, you talking to me. But if we never going out doing anything, and for some reason I bump my head and invite you to a family function, and then you doing all that stuff and embarrassing me, well, that's not good.
Right.
Yeah, we gotta experience that stuff one-on-one. And before I even consider it, saying, hey, come to the house, we having a barbecue, or my mom and dad's anniversary or something. I need to make sure that we're matched. You need to make sure that we're matched.
That's true.
Now,
so I feel like
situation.
Go ahead. Situation.
Have you ever had a situation? Have you ever had a situation where? Have you ever had a situation where two people that liked you were in the same place, whether it was on purpose or happenstance? So you were on a date with one person, and another person might have just been out to eat at the same restaurant with family or by themselves, or on a date themselves, but y'all in the same vicinity at the same time.
No, that has never happened. Thank God for that, because that would have been kind of crazy. We know.
Why would it have been crazy? Why? I'm curious that. Why would it have been crazy? You be dealing with crazy chicks.
I think so. I've dealt with some.
At least you know what you like. At least you know what you like.
I mean, but you don't know. You don't know they're crazy. Let me give you this. Let me see. Have I? Yeah. No. Yes. No, I've gotten married and had all my exes there.
How'd that happen?
I invited them.
And they showed up.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing.
And what the funny part about it is every picture, you can see the faces because we gave cameras like everybody. So to see some of the faces of those that didn't get
they wasn't happy for you? They wasn't over there like that?
Look.
Why? Why show up you not gonna be
And I'm like this. You had your chance, but you chose differently.
So what was the real motive behind you inviting them to your wedding? What was the motive? Were you trying to stick it to them and be like, yeah, you had your chance, but you messed it up, and look what she getting? What was that what you was doing?
The point is that they knew that I was in a relationship now, so they knew I was getting married. So some of the ones that I was talking to, and then when I got serious with the one, I kind of was like, hey, I'm getting married. And when I said I'm getting married, and they just kind of looked at me like, okay. I was like, okay, appreciate it. If you want to come to the wedding, here's the date, time, place, you can come. They came.
Look, you know me. I love it. I love it. I'm the one that me and my fiance or soon to be husband had dinner with my ex-husband and his soon to be wife. I mean, and people like, that's just strange. No, that's adulting. To me, I thought that's what you're supposed to do.
Well, that's just like other people's that we know's situation that came and got to meet each other, and everybody, all my boys was like, you did what?
It had a wonderful time.
You brought what with and what? And they was like, are you? They did like, did you mean like the one? And I said, yeah. It was like, and you know what they said? They said, Mike, you a G. You a G. I said, I said, no, it's called real life.
Exactly.
It's called life. If we're going to be dealing with each other the rest of our life, they need to know who they is. But yeah, they were like, what? What do you mean? I said, yeah. They said, come on, for real? Yeah. It was like.
I mean, okay, so in situations where you're in a smaller town, you're not in a New York or Chicago or Atlanta, you're in a Columbia or Charleston or a Radcliffe or E-Town or even Louisville. When you're in a smaller town where you're going to run into the same people at some time, in my experience, I don't do a lot of stuff. But the things that I do, the circles are tight. So if I invite someone to a show, there's a possibility somebody that likes me is going to be at that show, either supporting me or supporting the show, because we like the same things. So I have had several times where people that either dated me or liked me were in the same scenario. But I am so grateful that I don't pick too many ignorant people that don't know how to handle themselves. Because I've never had an issue where, even when they know, hey, that guy likes this, likes her, and you might be the guy that's dating me right now, or you might be the guy that wants to date me right now. You know, he's wanting to date me too. Whatever the scenario is, but everybody's still adults and respectful.
Right.
And for the friend circle that is looking on the outside going, how you pull that shit off? It's not me. Well, it is me, because I tell you from the beginning,
right?
Especially if we're just dating, just getting to know each other. We haven't established that we're in a relationship. We haven't established what we're doing, and none of that. I can't go out with you Thursday because I got another date. Now, whether you believe me or not, that's up to you.
Right.
Whether you thought I was just saying that to make you jealous, because I've had somebody like, well, I thought you was just saying that to make me jealous. No, nigga, I had another date. Telling you the truth. Mama said that shit to make you jealous, and I'm sitting home. That's dumb. For anybody that does that, I'm not calling you dumb. I'm just saying, if I did that, that would be dumb. I'm just saying. So when I'm overly truthful to some people, they don't believe it or whatever. But then when they realize, hey, she's not lying, and if I really serious about her, let me step up my game to eliminate the competition, or or to show her I'm really serious about it. Because my whole thing is, I tell you, there's certain things I'm expecting, there's certain things I need, there's certain things I want. And if you're not doing those things, I'm not going to force you.
Right.
I'm the type of person, I'm going to show you how I feel about you, and I love men of action as well. So if you're not showing me those actions and you're just saying all those beautiful words, I appreciate this little tickle in my ear. I do. But the action is what I'm going to believe. The action is what I'm going to go for.
Right.
And so I've had, like I said, I've had a few situations. I was on a date with somebody, and somebody I was just on a date with showed up at the same spot. He came and spoke. I spoke back. He spoke to the dude. He went on about his business. I didn't see nothing wrong with that. At the time, the guy that I was on a date with didn't see nothing wrong with that. He was watching my mannerism on how I responded to the other guy. I noticed that, but it wasn't like he felt disrespected or anything. But I brought it up. I said, well, if that was not cool for you, let me know how you would have rather for me to handle that, because I'm only doing what I know. And he was like, no, that was cool. He was asking, he said, do they disrespect me or nothing? And he, said his hello and kept on going. So I ain't got no problems with that. Okay, cool.
Right.
On the flip side, I've been on a date, and he had someone that he knew. Now, I don't know why men don't volunteer as much information as I would like for them to. Because I'd be like, who else you fucking? Because especially if we just met, I'd be like, if you got somebody you having sex with, keep fucking them. Because I don't want to feel obligated to do that with you, and I don't even know if I like you like that yet.
Right.
So keep what you got going on. Just stay safe. So just in case we make it to the next level, and hey, I don't need nothing. Hey, but do what you do, boo. Stay safe. I'm cool. Most times, motherfuckers be lying, be like, no, I ain't got nobody. I ain't doing that. Okay. And then they want to put the pressure on me to give it up a little bit faster than what I'm willing, because I'm not ready yet. And I'm like, I know you probably 2 Thursdays ago, bro. Call her up. If you need to take out, do what you got to do to get the poo nanny. I ain't mad at you, because I'm not ready. A lot of people disagree with that method of dating. I understand. That's my method. I don't want to feel obligated to a person I'm not comfortable with.
Right.
Because at this point in my life, I want more than just a sexual partner.
Right.
The sex part, if I'm in tune with you, that's easy. That's fulfilling. It's gonna be great for both of us. I know that. Check the box. I ain't being cocky, but I'm just saying, well, I need this other stuff. Let's see if we're compatible in these other ways.
Right. Right.
So I will say that. And most men will be like, well, nah, I ain't did nothing in a couple months. Or I haven't had a serious relationship in a year. And we're talking about a serious relationship. I'm talking to come through bitches, mate. That's what I'm talking about. More than just, scratch your itch. And I understand that some people will say that and then weaponize that against you. So they'll be like, right. Yeah, you go ahead and do what you're doing. And then when you're in the heat of argument, but that's why you fucking 15 bitches over there.
Yeah. Right.
I'm not her. But I understand some of the hesitance is because they've had a couple of those experiences. So it's easier to lie. But for me, I try my best not to lie. I try my best not to lie, and I try my best not to put you in a situation where shit can happen.
Right.
Prime example. Saturday night, I was a judge in a show. My models, they did their thing. A lingerie line, launch, beautiful, boom. There were a couple of people that are friends of mine or associates of mine that were there. I'm a huggy, feely person. Hey, how you doing? Looking beautiful tonight, looking handsome tonight, smelling good, blah, blah. I had a couple of guests come through to support me being in the show, or me, my people being in the show and me being a judge, and just to support the host, who's a friend of mine. So I invited people out. I think like 15 people come. So some of those men have an interest in me. Okay, cool. Everybody well behaved, looking good, smelling good. I was proud. My representative. Oh yeah, okay. Because I had people ask me, "Is that you? That's you?" I'm like, if you see them again with me, then that might answer your question. And that's pretty much how I answered it. And that's what I told them. Because what you're not gonna do is lock me in, and you won't be seeing me out here with people too often. No, you're not. Is that no? If you see them again with me, then let that answer your question.
Oh wow.
But anyway, so somebody brought me a drink. So the judges had a table at the front. Somebody brought me a drink. Okay, cool. Thank you. Appreciate it. Somebody else assisted me with my stuff. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. As far as I know, there wasn't no animosity, cross-ups, or nothing like that. If I'm dating and your application has not been approved yet, that's how I carry myself. Now, if you're my guy, and I know there are people that are there that like me, I've learned at this point in my life not to even point those people out. Because then that makes my guy feel like, thank you for letting me know that they like you, but I don't really need to know that, because by you telling me that, it means you might like them back. And I don't. But I'm just trying to set them up just in case somebody come. And I don't know why men do this. Try to peel on a tree that don't belong to them. Like, yeah, he's just a fan. Or he's just a supporter. Or he, tried. But I'm learning that you guys don't need as much information as I give. But I want, because I give the information because I want to know too. When his ex-girlfriend or ex-lover, whoever she was, showed up on our date, I had no issues with her, coming to speak to him. She could have done that. I would have rather for him to go speak to her or her to go speak to him, because the awkwardness that occurred let me know there was some shit going on. So get up and go speak. Because I was like, do you know her? Oh, yeah, that was my homegirls. No, nigga, that's something else.
That was his homegirl.
Because the homegirl would have came up and, hey, how you doing, bruh? That was something else. So we grown. At my age, I know you have had relations and relationships before me. This town ain't that big. So if you out and about and you see somebody that you're familiar with, speak, please. Don't make it awkward for me. Y'all acting like y'all trying to keep a secret from me, and the secret is blown because y'all don't know that.
You said the secret's already out?
Because they stumbling over themselves trying to act like they don't know each other, act like they don't like each other, because he was looking good. Looking good, smelling good. She was a cutie. So he's probably like, dang, she fine. Yeah, she fine. Damn, he's yeah. Y'all making this weird for me. I mean, for me, I would have rather that versus the awkward him trying to look but not looking, and she looking to see if that's really him. Let's stop playing the games.
Well, I'll say it like this: I had some friends that they were friends actually, and we were at Kentucky Kingdom,
mm-hmm.
and Kentucky Kingdom, Amazon. I know everybody, and we in the pool, and I'm in the pool, and I'm looking for my baby. Mm-hmm. I'm looking around, and my baby's nowhere to be found. So I see one of my friends, so I kind of go, and then I don't hear her yelling my name. And I'm like, blah, say hi, go on move, saw some other people that we work with, walked over, and she's like, I said, what are you doing? She's like, yeah, I saw you talking to such and such and such with I think she had blue hair that day. I was like, what are you talking about? She said, yeah, I was just running in the water, yelling your name. And I said, babe, she said, now go on over there, back to your friend with the green hair, blue hair, whatever. I said, baby, I didn't hear you.
Nah, that's not.
And I didn't. So I was like, okay, cool. So I'm still chilling. And this other one, good friend of mine that works with the one that I spoke to earlier, she comes by in front of a lady. I'm like, this is such and such, this is my lady. She's like, hey, I just saw you, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, oh God. I said, I don't know, just different with men, which is like, because both of them were just friends. Mm-hmm. And maybe in times past, but there was never, and your boundary, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And it was just like, wow, and then to have your lady with you, it is mm-hmm. like, oh my God. Because you don't know. But you don't know how they're going to react.
It's okay to speak and keep it moving. I don't like people that come to the table or they come to where you sit at and they want to catch up for 10 years. No, that's not cool. Exchange numbers and do that shit later on. This is my time. You can speak.
Exchange numbers and just call them later?
You can speak. But I would rather have, in that scenario with my friend, I would rather for him to have gone and spoke to her. Yeah. And I know I'll be right back. Or for her to come. Because the awkwardness of playing I'm looking but I'm not looking was getting on my goddamn nerves.
Right.
So just go speak and get over it. And whatever y'all talk about later ain't got nothing to do with me. But this is my time.
Right. And that's the way I put mine. After I spoke, mm-hmm. saw them the first time, it was done. It was family time, blah, blah, blah. And then when my friend came up to me and said, hey, I saw you. And I was like, where you at? And they was like, oh, way over there. And so I was like, how'd you see me? But I mean, I guess you can't miss this big old out there. I was going to say something just off the wall, but I ain't going to say it, Jesus.
Look, one day you're going to slip up.
Oh, yeah. I might.
One day.
One day, but not this day. But I mean, it's always, you have to gauge, you know what I'm saying? And I think with me, I have to appreciate those interactions because I need to know where they're at, where my partner is, you know what I'm saying? With all this. And then, I can't go into Walmart, without,
I know.
seeing,
I know.
and it's like
you can't go anywhere within 100-mile radius of your house without
probably
without 70% of the people knowing you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain of that.
But look, the funny part about that, and we'll finish. But now when they try to introduce me to people,
they already know you,
and she's excited about it, and then they come outside and be like, "I think I know you," and then I walk in the house, and they be like, "I be like," hey. And she be like, "Okay." He's like, maybe there's gonna be somebody you don't know.
At least she knows you're good stuff.
Yeah.
That as you walk through those doors, like, oh, I know him, and the smile doesn't disappear.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, you don't get that. You get that. Oh,
yeah. So that's a great thing, for me and for her at the same time when she introduced it, be like, oh, or they'd be like, oh, you talking? Oh my God, you talking to Mike? Oh, he's such a good guy. And I'd be like, told you I was a good guy. I told you.
Can we shrink the head a little bit to fit back in the screen? Because it's
that mug went all the way out here. I'm turning it sideways to get through my door to go to the kitchen in a minute. I gotta turn it sideways. You just appreciate. I always said that, that my character is on the line, my anointing is on the line, and that just my person is on the line. I have to give an account for my last name. You know what I'm saying? My dad's name is on the line. So when I deal with a lot of stuff, I have to realize who I'm representing. And if it ain't nobody but God, I still got to represent so that I can be, when they like, well, but sometimes they say, well, I thought you was. And I'm like, I still am. It's all right. I ain't all the way there yet.
They thought you were what?
Huh?
They thought you were what?
No, I said, I'm just like, when you act up a little bit, you be like, I ain't all the way there yet. I ain't all the way there yet. I'm not. I'm there, but I ain't all the way there. I'm at the line, but I ain't at the finish line.
You at the line?
Yeah, but I ain't at the finish line. I got a few more paces to
I think you're close to the finish line than I am. I might be midway.
I always tell my friends, I say, my partner, I don't think her mouth is saved yet. But
no, it ain't. God's still working on that yet.
Well, I wouldn't say your mouth, I say your tongue. Your tongue ain't saved all the way.
No.
And they say, what? I think we need the same. We just trying to work on that.
How they got some of them cursing pastors on the internet now? Yeah, I'm not a pastor.
Can you believe that?
I'm not a pastor.
I know, but can you believe
I'm
that?
a cursing Christian, huh?
And then they be slipping, act like they slip. Nah, you meant to say
slipping.
that.
They ain't slipping.
You meant to say all that, every last bit of
it. That's who they are. That's how they talk. They not slipping nothing.
But I would say this as we're talking to, in relationship, like we always say, it got to be communication. There has to be trust. And there has to be that, hey, you're gonna meet some people that's gonna find, and I think I like that. That if a man's checking my woman out, like, that's fine. That's fine. She going home with me. Yeah. Look, like, let me say it like this. I'm gonna laugh, make it laugh. My baby went out with her girlfriends and stuff. I said, hey, she said, so if somebody asked me to buy a Coke, I said, yeah, get you a Coke and get you some wings too. Tell them to buy you a Coke and some wings. But this time, as she said, if somebody asked her a question, she could say, no, I got a man. I'm sorry, but, I said, no, tell them to buy you the wing, 2 Cokes. You might get 2 Coke. Get 2 Coke and some wings. But to have the security.
Wait. Who the second Coke for? You?
No, I'm at home.
Oh, okay. I was about to say now. Ain't no other man gonna buy a drink for a man.
I ain't got that crazy yet. Be like, yeah, hey, tell him you need 2 Cokes and 2 order of wings because your man gonna want one.
I was about to say now that's even beyond my own stuff.
That'd be some real stuff. That'd be some G stuff right there. Be like, yeah, we need to take 2 Cokes and 2 wings.
Yeah.
Man, I'm buying for the lady. Okay, well, but I'm her man, so just you can buy for both of them.
Yeah, I need to record that in action.
That mug would be crazy, wouldn't it? But no, you get to a point, go out with your girls, do what you do. And I think in a relationship, that's what's great. To where you have that girl, I'm not going, I'm staying, I'm right here at the crib. You want to go out, do your thing. And in a relationship, there has to be trust. And like I've always said, and like we've talked about before, if there's somebody doing it better than me, bless you. God bless you. Thank God for the time that we spent. I ain't arguing. I ain't fighting. I ain't fussing. Hey, do what you got to do. Handle your business. Work out what you got to work out. But I'll tell you the other part off camera. Once we stop recording, that I got in trouble. I got in trouble for. Oh my God. I was listening to you and I said, Jesus. I said, I never.
You ain't gonna put me in your mess.
Oh, that bug. It was terrible. It was terrible.
How did I get you in trouble?
Oh my God. Yeah, you get that off the off.
Yeah, now you got my curiosity piqued. How did I get you in trouble? I normally give you great advice. You must have took my advice and did the opposite. I don't know.
No. It was a way that we had talked and said something about some stuff, and you've been talking about it most through our different situations. But I'll give you the whole tea at the end because I was like,
they don't want to know what you're talking about. I'll come back and let y'all know.
Oh my God!
I can without getting us in trouble again. But yeah, okay, let's go ahead and wrap this up there. Now I won't know.
We'll just cut that part out. We'll beep it out and be like, what happened to the sound?
Look.
Oh my God.
Look, these people so good, they know how to read lips.
Yeah. Well, do you remember, one time we were talking, and as you've been talking, you said, hey, if you need to go take care of some stuff, go take care of some stuff. Meaning, if you got what you said, an itch, go take care of your itch.
Yeah.
We can still be what we gotta be, but we ain't doing that right now.
Oh, so you say that to her?
Oh my God.
Oh, you should.
Oh.
In my defense, I never told you to say that to her.
No, but you didn't say. Listen, you didn't tell me to say that. But we were in the moment, and I said,
no.
And she looked at me. And
I would have told you never to say that to her because I know her
character. God, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Now that I know what you're talking about, you need to get your ass whooped for that.
Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah, man. Terrible. No.
And she just kind of looked at me and she said, really?
Saying something like that, saying a statement like that only works in the very beginning of when you are just meeting each other.
No, and that's when it was. That was when it was. That was in the beginning.
Now you know.
No, because I was kind of I was telling her, I was like, hey, it ain't happening. Yeah. It ain't happening.
Well, I mean, okay.
And when I said it, and she said, and I was like, and you can't take it back. Once you ring the bell.
No, you cannot.
You can't take that mug back.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Most of the time, because you were talking to a very respectful young lady.
Yes.
So when you talking to people like her friend, I don't know her friend, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So when I'm saying that to men,
Yeah.
Most of the time, their response is okay, cool, or no, I'm good. But I've never gotten why would you say that? Because they know what they be doing. Men know what they be doing.
Right. But it was just like spur, and we were talking and blah, blah, blah. And she just kind of looked at me. And was like,
so I'll eat that one, sis. That was part of my MO.
But but all that was in the beginning. So when things started kind of going through, and I said, well, as a woman, I know that y'all have, especially, and I said,
we
well,
what we have?
Y'all have itches.
Itches. We ain't got no yeast infections and stuff. Itches. We get some tingling going on, babe. We get some tingling going on. I know. We know what you mean. We know what you mean.
Let me say, we know that sometimes women have urges, appetites that they need to take care of. And as a man that's not into taking care of appetites until marriage, unless things slip or we just happen and you like, Lord, please help me,
And you go to 40-day fast?
Yeah. 48, about a 97. A 97 fast, you ain't going to 48.
You so silly.
But at the same time, you want to say, hey, I want the best for you. And if I can't give you that best, if somebody else can give you the best,
exactly,
then I would rather you. So what you're telling me is that you wouldn't mind if I went out. I said,
look,
if it happened, it happened. If it don't. But it was so, oh my God, it was just like, oh God. I was like, did I say
that? Yeah, you said that.
Did I say that? I said, yeah, I sure did. And I said, look, I'm just saying, if you feel blah, 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 such and such, and they just was like, really? Really? And I said, I'm sorry, I love you. And I'm just trying to, because it's, and they was just like, really? So for about a week, it was like, really? Really?
But really? At least you got to know her character.
Yes. So I needed to know. I needed to know where they were at.
Yeah.
And I feel like this, as we've been talking, is that you need to know where your partner or that partner that you're trying to pursue is, where her mind is, what she wants, what she's in this for, and everything like that. You don't want to be like, well, I thought we was going, well, it ain't happening today. Not on this shore. Not in this vineyard.
Hey, I judge no one, to each his own. I guess for me, I just got tired of people lying and playing games. So I made this unofficial list of, look, if this was going on, this was happening, I already know that's a possibility. I'm not saying you are not. But if you are, let's just talk about it. Let me know what it is, because I don't have time for the lies.
Right.
And then, like I said, for me, if I'm just meeting you, no matter how fine you are, no matter all the aesthetics may be, I don't want to just, sex is spiritual for me. So I don't want to just jump into bed with you and then we don't work out.
Right.
So if you are sexually active with someone else and they're doing something for you, as we continue to get to know each other, do that. Don't come with me, well, we've been talking for 2 months and we still doing that. We've been talking for 2 months, but we've only gone out on 4 dates.
Right.
I've only got a chance to be around you 4 times, an hour or hour and a half each. So no, I'm still not comfortable to be like, oh, do you even, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
No, I mean, because I understand, but because, but see, some women think that's easy with men, that, oh, well, that's all we want, but that ain't all we want. That ain't all, not all of us. Some of us, some want, not all of us want that. We want to get to know you, because if, this will be my last story. One of my dates, I went out, came back to the house, gave a massage. Yes, the preacher gave a massage. Yes, Jesus, he did. And guess what? They didn't want to go home. And I said, well, I don't know where you going, but you got to get out of here. And they was like, what do you mean? And I said, nah. I said, I just wanted to, you said you had some knots and this, that, blah, 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 blah. But sometime with massages, it take you to a whole different level. Exactly. I didn't know what level she was. And I wasn't trying to level up with her because I didn't know who else she leveled up with. So I said, well, there won't be no leveling up today. So guess what? You got to go home. We'll talk about this leveling up one other day. What do you mean? I got to go home? Yes, you do. Thank you very much. Appreciate your company. It's been great. Much obliged. And we appreciate you. So, as we say, that's a wrap. Thank you. Appreciate you once again for checking us out on In Between Your Lines. Hallelujah. Thank you for allowing us. And let me tell you this, people, that Christians can talk about things that are going on in the world, because that's the problem with the church now, that we want to hide behind this. We don't want to talk about certain situations. And guess what? We're going to bring them out, because guess what? If it was in the book, we should be able to talk about it. And the book talked about it. So guess what? We're going to talk about it. So guess what? If you feel offended, we say sorry, but still watch, still share, and still send your comments. But let me tell you, life is life. And guess what? We weren't all saved. We ain't all been saved all our life. So guess what? Life is going to happen. We need to, as I keep saying, if you don't hear it from the church, where you going to hear it from? The streets, where it's perverted, and it's not good, and it's not lawful, and it's not spiritual. So guess what? We love y'all. We want to give you the truth and nothing but the truth. As the judge would say, so help us is the truth. And we will back up the truth. So guess what? We love you. We say thank God for you. Like we always say, our first and point of life and contact is your relationship with God. And we will never step back from that, because you have to have some kind of source. I don't care if you call him Jehovah. I don't care if you call him a higher power, but at least call him, because that's what will get you through this life. And as for me and Mrs. I am Parsha, we would tell you, without him, we could not have made it.
Oh, no. Nothing.
We couldn't. And we couldn't have done nothing, acted nothing, walked nothing, because without him, we are lost. So we thank you once again. I get excited every time I get to share this screen with one of my best friends. I'm thankful for you. I appreciate you, motivator. Like I always say, she got more hats than you know what to do. We can't even call her all her hats, all her names, because we would have. Yeah, that's why we call I Am Parsha. That just brings it together. That brings the whole thing. So we appreciate you. We appreciate y'all liking, sharing, all the great things as our show keeps coming out. Keep sharing, keep asking, keep doing the questions. But we love you and we thank you. And remember, you are needed, you are valuable, and you are important. I don't care what nobody says about you. I don't care how people feel about you, but realize what God says and what he feels about you, that you are needed, you are important, and you are valuable. So we love you. God bless you. God keep you. Thank you. I am Parsha with Mike, Big Mike, Little Mike, whatever Mike you want to call me. Just don't call me late for heaven. Hallelujah. And late for dinner. Bless God for that.
Oh, Lord.
Because we will eat and we want to get to them pearly gates. So we love you. We say thank you once again for hanging out with us on In Between Your Lines. God bless you. And we always give our special hugs. We love you. We love you. We love you. Squeezing, feeling that, understanding that as you squeeze yourself, it's like God giving you the hug that you need every day. So stop and remember and appreciate yourself. And as we always say, Ms. Parcher said, hey, we had the 5 days last week of being in the mirror, checking out ourselves, seeing what we look like. Hey, you know, sometimes you want to be like, ooh, but you be like, boy, you fine. You look good. It all looks good. Yep. We're going to work on some things, but it all look good. We're going to fix some things, but it all look good. So we thank you once again for loving us as we love you. God bless you and God keep you until we meet again. Amen and thank God.
Oh, okay, where my little button at? My button at?
You can never find it.